Ready? Let me know.
KMTV Live, whatever you are, we are right here, and we are here with Austin B. Taylor, contested in District Number 3, that's Maryland County, Calgary Statutory District. Very shortly, he's going to be addressing the press here at his residence in Airfield community.
Another wonderful moment again to be here, ELBC, a team of journalists. Today we will be speaking with Maryland County Electoral District Number 3 independent candidate, Honorable Austin B. Taylor, following day 4 of the National Elections Commission press briefing. Honorable Taylor, it is our pleasure to interact with you today. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me. We have, following the press conference of NEC on today, October 17, 2023, we have discovered some discrepancies with reference to the number of polling places that were announced yesterday against today's figures. We were supposed to be the same. Unfortunately, we have seen some increments in the percentage of the outgoing lawmaker, and we want to understand why this has happened. On yesterday, October 16, the NEC announced during the press conference that they were reporting 62 out of 66 polling places that represented 94.94% of the total votes counted. And our votes, they announced, were 4,130 votes, constituting 26.93%. Representative Blelu was announced having 3,961 votes, constituting 25.82%. Today, October 17, the total number of polling places were reported as the same as yesterday, 62 out of 66 polling places, as was announced yesterday. Unfortunately, as of yesterday, they said, the NEC announced that it was 94.94% total they were reporting. To our dismay, we found they announced that these 62 polling places that were reported yesterday, 1% had been dropped from it, and they reported that the number of polling places, the percentage represented 93.94%, which was announced yesterday as 94.94%. This is the first discrepancy we wish to flag out to the public. Second is that total votes announced yesterday was 4,130 as announced yesterday, constituting for Honorable Austin B. Taylor 4,130 votes, constituting 26.93% as was announced yesterday. Today, Roland Blelu votes, as was announced yesterday, without change, is 3,961. But then the percentage increased to 25.83%. Yesterday it was 25.82%. Today is now 25.83%. How can they have 3,961 votes constituting 25.82% yesterday, and today is now 25.83%? How come the percentage of the current representative is growing? NEC will have to explain this. This is unacceptable. We're not going to accept it, and we're going to take it up with them. Thank you very much.
Great. Honorable Austin, as it stands now, what is your fear?
The fear is that NEC should be a credible body, and they should be extremely precise when it comes to reporting figures. It is very surprising that such an institution will announce figures and come up the following day changing the percentage. They are supposed to be a credible body that will be very careful in releasing figures. Everybody depends on them for credibility. So this is our fear, that we will have such I don't know whether it's an error. If it's an error, we expect them to correct it. If it is something intentional, we ask that they correct it immediately, because we're not going to leave it untouched. We've consulted with our lawyers already who are getting to it. We are filing in our official complaints to this.
Having discovered these discrepancies, what is the next step as a political leader?
We are taking it up with NEC. We're not leaving it at this point. We know that the incumbent has refused to concede defeat. We know that he has been making efforts to offer bribes. We know very well that all these things have been happening, and then to our dismay, we are seeing his percentage growing with the same numbers. It is a matter of concern.
Have you got any complaint from your agents in the tally rooms regarding this change in figures?
The tallies were released, and we remain in the lead, according to the reports, the tallies and the sheets printed from the National Elections Commission in Harper, the next office.
What is the difference now between you and the equivalent Axel William?
According to the release from the NEC office, we are ahead. After the total tallies from the NEC office in Harper, we are ahead of the incumbent with 201 votes. So it is very surprising that his percentage will be increasing during their press conferences.
Now, too many of you are waiting the National Elections Commission to have the official pronouncement of results directly from either your district or other districts in the county. This is something that many think the NEC is delaying in the process. What exactly do you think is the cause? I know at times the tallying process is a delay. You send few of your campaign team to go and ensure that maybe they form part of the tallying process. How is it?
The tally process was completed 2 days ago in Harper at the next local office.
Okay.
We had a representation at these offices from day 1 up to day 4, completely 4 days. We had a complete representation there in the various tally rooms. We received our copies of the printouts of the total figures after the tallies, and so we do not expect that by this time NEC should be reporting 100%.
Okay, so with the one you have in your possession, that's out of the centers that your team reported to you that NEC have tallied.
NEC has tallied 100% of the votes sent for 2 days ago. 2 days ago, they had tallied 100% of the votes. I'm surprised today we expected to have 100% reported. How come we are having 94%, and then today is 93%? Yesterday you reported 94.94%. How come today it has dropped to 93.94%? We are concerned by this. We are concerned, and we're not going to leave it untouched.
Do you foresee some level of foul play in the process?
With this, we consider it to be a level of foul play. We consider this to be foul play.
From which background?
From the National Elections Commission. They are reporting the discrepancies. So we are seeing foul play, and we hope that they address this issue as soon as possible, immediately.
Do you have fear of not being pronounced as the winner of these elections? As according to you, all of your tallies report that indeed you are the winner. Do you have any fear with these things happening now?
According to the tallies from the next office that were printed out and given to us, we were in a comfortable lead. So there is no way that somebody else this magic can happen. We took part in the tallies from day 1 up to 100% of the votes that were counted. We commanded the lead. We are in the lead. We have the printouts here. So there is no way that somebody else can be in the lead. So we are very concerned by this.
There are too many allegations coming out from those participating in the elections and the voters as well. A few days ago, New Republic newspaper reported that House Speaker Dalabova Chimos also accused the National Electoral Commission from the side of Meridian County in President of Monroe City. And today you are coming up with another allegation. What does this mean to our democracy?
Well, we've come up with the facts. You should have the recordings. Yesterday, NEC claimed to have reported 94.94%. How come the percentage has dropped to 93.94%? How come the figures from the incumbent representative remain 3,961, which was 25.82%. Today it is now 25.83%. So it's a matter of concern. So it's just not an allegation. but we have to get to the bottom of this. NEC will have to clear herself. We expect this body to be a credible body. The entire nation depends on them for credibility.
I listened to you when you make some allegations again. When you said the incumbent is offering some, you did not mention which type of offer, and who is he offering?
We have seen the incumbent around NEC 24 hours a day in and out of the offices of NEC. We were told not to go around the offices of NEC. I've kept away. Why is the incumbent in and out of the office of NEC day and night?
Were you notified of any complaint from the incumbent, maybe by National Elections Commission?
We were never notified. We were never notified. We've only witnessed the incumbent going into NEC's office over and over, every single day, more than 3 times.
Do you hold fear of the incumbent being around NEC office has some level of influence?
We hold fear of the democracy, of our democracy being thwarted. We expect this democracy to be respected. We expect a clean reporting system from NEC. We expect a decent democracy, and we do not expect anything wrong to go on, because when you touch one single vote, you have touched the life of somebody. These are votes that represent human beings. They are not just numbers, they are not just figures. They are people. These are the voices of the people. So you do not play with the voices of the people.
If the National Elections Commission sub office have concluded all of the talent for Maryland County, why do you think they are still holding on to the official results?
This is a big question that NEC needs to answer. This is a question that's coming from myself. What happened 2 days ago? They had completed the final tallies. Why is it that today we did not receive the final readings from their press conference?
Honorable Austin B. Taylor, on the other hand, if you have become victorious, announced the official representative of Kalwe District, what do we expect?
We expect decent representation. We expect the promotion of proper democracy. We expect the proper advocacy and the clampdown on corruption in this country.
Do you still remain firm in terms of your pronouncement made that your salary will be given back to the district?
Definitely, we will definitely use it for the improvement of the lives of our people in our district.
So just lastly from my end, what are you telling your supporters as it relates to your observation from the side of the National Election Commission?
We are telling our supporters to be very vigilant, not to accept anything that goes contrary to the results that were printed from the National Elections Commission. That's what we are telling our supporters.
Are there other things we didn't ask you want to mention before we leave you?
We want the Election Commission to go immediately into this and correct their mistakes. To stop reporting figures that are conflicting. You cannot announce a figure yesterday, the same figure you announced it today, and increase the percentage of an incumbent. So we expect them to do the right thing.
Well, thank you so much for sharing with us.
You are most welcome. Thank you.
KMTV, thank you so much for watching. That was Austin B. Taylor, representative candidate, Kalwe District number 3, who contested.